absurdity there. Nice. Is this some kind of joke?
Good things can still happen.
What's wrong with you? You mean someone stole your badge?
I'm not a real police officer. You are.
What the What are you doing?
If you could only find your gun.
Disco Elysium. The final cut.
Siemanko, ja jestem Geeks, a to jest kolejny odcinek z gry Disco Elysium. W poprzednim odcinku zaczęliśmy wypytywać Klaasję o to, co tak naprawdę się stało i zaczęła udzielać, chyba prawdziwych informacji. Zaczęła opowiadać o tym, dlaczego była ścigana. Chodziło o szpiegostwo przemysłowe, którego się dopuściła. No i teraz jej byli pracodawcy, jak i ludzie, którym zaszkodziła, ją ścigają. Zaczęła też opowiadać o tym, co się działo poprzedniej nocy. Skończyła na tym, że po tym jak jej kochanek został zastrzelony, czyli ten najemnik, zbiegła na dół. No i co? Będziemy jej zadawać teraz kolejne pytania. Ja jeszcze tylko chciałem powiedzieć o tym, że postaram się nagrywać więcej odcinków Disco Elysium, bo chciałbym już tę grę skończyć, ponieważ w listopadzie jest planowana premiera nowego God of War'a, no i po prostu chcę zrobić dla niego miejsce na kanale. Nie wiem, na ile mi się uda to połączyć z pracą, ale postaram się, żeby tak było. No dobra, trochę przydługi wstęp, ale lecimy dalej. Kolejne pytanie. Co się stało po tym, jak zbiegła pani na dół?
Sylvie was tending the bar. A lot of people were there. The Hardys were at the table in front of the stage. I think the union box was full. Ruby was there too. They were having such a good time. I sat down and they all welcomed me. I didn't even have to say anything. Ruby knew something was wrong.
Ruby?
No Ruby. Zanim przejdziemy dalej, kim jest Ruby? Ja już wiem, że to jest pewnie ta 8 z chłopaków Hardiego, ta kobieta, która uciekła. Wiecie, ta dealerka narkotyków.
Ruby. You know, the leader.
Liderka?
The leader? Of what?
The Hardy Boys.
Odpowiada, jakby było to zupełnie oczywiste. Myślałem, że to Hardy jest liderem chłopaków Hardiego.
Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen, like things they need taken care of. She's the organizer.
No proszę.
This Ruby, in her phrasing, is entrusted with great power. She trusts her. So do the others.
Widzę, że władczość jest po prostu pod wrażeniem.
Would you say she is the 8th Hardy boy?
Why not?
Okej.
Does she also party with Ruby, however?
No właśnie. Z Ruby też pani imprezowała?
No.
Uśmiecha się nerwowo i jej zęby błyszczą jak paciorki.
Still, there is something there. She won't tell you now.
Jeszcze ważna rzecz, Ruby jest lesbijką, przynajmniej tak wynika z tego śledztwa. I to jest bardzo ciekawe pytanie, czy rzeczywiście ją coś łączyło z Klaasję. Dobrze, przejdźmy dalej. Co było potem?
Well, Ruby said let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know my situation, that I can't leave a paper trail. Ruby was the first one I told. She said she'd take care of this. It's what she does, you know, take care of things. I helped her get the body to the bathroom. We used a belt to pull him up under the shower, to keep him upright.
To mislead you, they were tampering with the body.
To produce lividity, matching a hanging?
Yes.
We completely missed the tampering. Looks like you got there in time. What was this, 20 minutes after death?
About 20, yes. Ruby explained it would make the blood... You know what he does.
Spuszcza wzrok, ale zaraz znów widzisz jej piwne oczy. Co potem zrobiłyście?
Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on, his armor too. It was tough, but I've seen him take it off and put it on many times. It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. They carried him out. I knew what they were going to do, make it look like a hanging. Ruby said they would.
Co pani robiła, kiedy go wieszali?
Ruby said to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for a while, that we should lay low or something. So I did.
Ta Ruby, gdzie ona teraz jest?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since.
We will need to take this question to the Hardy Boys.
Wiem, że jest opcja, żeby troszeczkę przydusić Klaasję i zmusić ją do tego, żeby powiedziała coś na temat tej Ruby. Okej, kolejne pytanie. Kiedy to się stało? Słyszała pani wystrzał?
When he was shot? I may have. I don't know. I couldn't hear anything over the glass exploding.
The gunshot wasn't that loud. This is something to keep in mind when assessing the distance of the shot.
To wskazuje na snajpera. Pani zabiła Lelego? Jezu. Nie wiem, czy korzystać z tego pytania. Może nie. Czy mogli go zabić ludzie, którzy ścigają panią?
That's the first thing that went through my head when I heard the glass break.
I?
I thought they'd found me. They've killed him to punish me. All last week, I've tried not to talk to anyone or be seen with anyone,
Spogląda na swój papieros.
so they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however, this is paranoia. What happened didn't have anything to do with me.
Tak czy inaczej, warto brać to pod uwagę.
We can't go after loose cap. Not yet. There are other, saner leads.
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. If there's one thing I know, it's that you'll get nothing from there.
Po co wezwała pani policję, skoro się pani ukrywa?
Because I'm an idiot.
Which is an indicator of truth.
Nie sądzę. Czemu pani to zrobiła?
You have to understand, the people around here, no one was making the call, and he kept rotting. And then they picked his clothes off, and that little fucker threw stones at him.
Kuno.
Her jaw is clenched. Her throat moves. It takes all her strength not to cave in and sob. Once. Just one time.
He kept throwing stones at him for 3 days. I could hear the thud. Thud. So I called you. I hope with all my heart it's not the last thing I do in Ravishol.
She definitely called the cops. That was task complete. It could not have been a lie. That is impossible.
Nie wiem, czy ci wierzyć, dramaturgio.
Oh God, that was a lie too. Who made the call then?
No właśnie. Widzicie? Panuje nad wszystkimi umiejętnościami.
Don't be paranoid, man. It's unbecoming of a police officer. And it makes you sweat.
Dobra, zapytam ją o to. Najwyżej mogę, nie wiem, wczytać. Pani zabiła Lely'ego?
What? Why would I put myself through this? Insanity. Get myself cornered like this.
Gdy energia ta się wyczerpuje, zapada cisza.
He wouldn't have died if it weren't for me. I know that. But I would never hurt him.
Rage? Who knows the dark currents where lovers go?
No, półmroczność już wciągnięta w dramę.
All kinds of crazy things happen when drugs are involved. Sweet, sweet drugs. It could have been a desire murder. Maybe an act of jealousy.
Może.
Now you guys suddenly have theories pouring out when they're obviously just stabs in the dark.
Okej, co tu mogę powiedzieć? Powiem, to nic złego, jeśli zrobiła to pani w samoobronie.
I did not kill him to defend myself from rape. I told you before. That wasn't what happened.
True, sire. 'Tis true.
Oj, cicho tam. Okej, i mogę tutaj wypróbować różne opcje, więc lecę ze wszystkim. Ludzie na dole wpadli na wariacką myśl, że to pani go zabiła.
I'm sad to hear that. They must have said it in some fit of frustration or under pressure. They couldn't have meant it. I've talked to them after it happened. No one has implicated me.
She's getting scared now of you, the downstairs people, all of it.
Mogę to wykorzystać. Powiem, narkotyki były nieodłączną częścią waszego związku. Może odegrały też rolę w jego zakończeniu.
What does that mean?
Do drugs make you aggressive?
No. People don't take drugs to kill each other. They take them to feel okay with each other. I thought officers in Ravishal would be more enlightened about these things, especially since you've admitted to taking drugs yourself.
The lieutenant gives you a sideways glance.
Ups, przypał przed kimem.
It's not one of respect. You may want to add a clever retort to this one.
Riposta. Mogę zaprzeczyć. Powiedzieć, biorę narkotyki, żeby móc pracować, sprzątać to gówno, którego tu pani narobiła. Oskarżycielskie. Powiem, ja i moje narkotyki to nie pani sprawa.
I'm sorry. I withdraw what I said. I didn't mean to judge anyone.
Dobra. Powiem, kto z nas, o ile zaznał miłości, może powiedzieć, że o tym nie myślał. Chore, ale spoko. I próbuję.
What? Fucking themselves over for no reason? This is not what happened, officer.
Żądze sprawiają, że ludziom odbija.
She simply shakes her head. She has the training for it. You've known it since she first greeted you here on this roof.
Jest pani do tego wyszkolona. Widzę to w pani postawie, ramionach.
The work I did, they don't just send you in with no training. Corporate security is a thing, but I'm not a trained sambal fighter. I've never needed it outside the gym.
Dobrze, chciałbym, żeby odpowiedziała pani na kilka innych pytań.
Like what?
Trwa w oczekiwaniu, a jej piwne oczy obserwują to podłogę, to twoją twarz. Kiedy wymieniono okno? Wskaż się.
Last week. Angus and Titus's brother, I think he's called Tibbs, took care of it.
You should have another look at that window after this. Reconstruct the scene. It's right there.
Tu mogę zapytać matematykę wzrokową. W środku? W jej sypialni?
Yes, you see the glass sparkling out of the corner of your eye.
No może za chwilę. Dobra. Zdaje się, że to wszystko. Jak na razie. Zakończ.
She nods silently. She doesn't even smoke. Just picks up the cold coffee and holds it in her hands.
Porucznik zerka na ciebie, a później na drzwi.
He's thinking, are we done here? Or should we arrest her? She's a flight risk and she lied to you. She should be taken into custody.
Okej. Wiem, że można jej zagrozić aresztowaniem i coś na tym zyskać. Spróbuję.
No, that won't be necessary. Just leave her alone. She's been through enough. She doesn't need this police brutality.
O Jezu, police brutality. No spokojnie, z przesady. Nakłamała mi nieźle i myliła tropy, więc no, muszę ją przycisnąć.
This guy won't budge. You have to wake Multiface up, forcefully, if you want to continue pushing her.
No dobra. Jest rzut na dramaturgię, białe. Myślę, że zaraz wykorzystam. Tylko jeszcze chcę sobie zbadać To okno raz jeszcze. Czekajcie, pojawiło się jakieś uczucie.
As you look back, you think, so love did do him in, after all.
Miałem rację.
If it weren't for her, he would not have been there. The shot would not have connected with his soft palate.
Co to wewnętrzne imperium mi podpowiada? No dobra, odwróć się do Klaasje. Zdaje się, że to jednak miłość go tak urządziła.
She's silent, holding on to her coffee mug. No vapor rises from it. It's cold. Remember this silence. The lady is dangerous. People suffer around her.
No.
It appears this one has not been entirely corrupted. This may help. This may help the others see.
Nic nie mów. Daj jej odpowiedzieć.
Yeah. I'd like to think he didn't love me, or that it was chemically induced and not real.
Czemu?
Easier that way.
A było? Prawdziwe znaczy.
I don't know.
Spogląda w dół na podwórze, a potem na swoją kawę.
Real as anything.
Dobra, zakończ myśl. Jedno jest pewne, na pewno ona kochała tego gościa. No dobra, zobaczmy, czy da się coś zrekonstruować tutaj, przy tym okienku. Muszę założyć sobie rzeczy na matematykę wzrokową. Czekajcie, gdzieś tutaj były te fajne okularki. Coś jeszcze? Pamiętam. Mogliby troszeczkę lepiej zorganizować ten ekwipunek, powiem wam. Jakoś, żeby był podział na, nie wiem, czapki, buty, kurtka, spodnie razem. A tak to się robi, za przeproszeniem, pierdolnik. Za każdym razem, jak się zdejmuje cokolwiek. Dobra, nie wiem. Dobra, matematyka wzrokowa +2. No zobaczymy.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo.
Okej. Mam rzut. Co się tutaj stało? +1 za to, że słyszałeś, co się stało. Okej.
Golden light melts away into the blue, glassy darkness of your mind. In it are two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman on the single bed.
W jakiej są pozycji?
Like the witness said, the man is kneeling, the woman is on her back. It's the night of March 4th and a shot has just been fired.
Wow. W ogóle zobaczcie, jaka wizualizacja.
The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's possible directions converge in his mouth, a ray cast from somewhere outside, entering his brain. Ending him.
Skąd pada strzał?
From the roof outside, location A prime. The glass fractures around the bullet hole, shards face inwards like a corona behind the woman's back.
Przyjrzyj się upiornym postaciom.
The man does not know the bullet has entered his brain. He never will. Death comes faster than the realization.
Przyjrzyj się punktowi A, dachowi.
The ray cast from the man's mouth unravels into a fan of possible directions, all on the roof at first. The shot could have come from any of them. This is composite location A prime, most likely of the origin points.
Czy na zewnątrz nie powinny pozostać ślady spalania prochu?
There could have been. Then the rain and slush and wind washed it away. This was more than a week ago.
Czyli jestem tak na 80% pewien, że strzał padł właśnie z dachu?
72%, with an antique weapon that fires military-grade ammunition. A Belmagrave rifle, for example. This is a good short distance, but not too short. The perpetrator aimed with their back against the railing, or possibly kneeling for precision. This would explain why it only took them one shot. The lights were on in here. Outside it was dark. It was like shooting fish in an aquarium. A well-lit aquarium. The victim opened his mouth to let the bullet in. Neither of them would have seen anything outside, in the darkness, too busy with their own bodies.
Czy strzał mógł paść wewnątrz pomieszczenia z jakiejś mniejszej odległości?
Point X would contradict the woman's testimony, rendering the entire proposition void. These figures would be wiped out, detective.
Istnieją jakieś argumenty przeciwko punktowi A, dachowi?
None that you've found thus far, but that doesn't mean there aren't any.
Czy miejsce oddania strzału mogło być gdzie indziej? Gdzieś dalej?
That's a 28%, yes. In this model, the shot could have come from a greater distance. Nothing excludes the possibility. Should we extrapolate to include every possible point of origin in Martinez?
Słuszne spostrzeżenie. Ekstrapoluj kąt tak, aby uwzględnić cały Martinez.
According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of locations, starting with the northern edge of the abandoned boardwalk, ending with an islet in the bay. Let's call them B prime.
A dokładniej?
B prime for boardwalk, B double prime for Land's End, and B triple prime for the islet, detective. There may be smaller points in between, but those are too fine to zoom in on.
Dobra. Przyjrzyjmy się punktowi B. Jak oni to przeczytali? Prime, double prime? Coś takiego? Chodzi o apostrof. Przyjrzyj się punktowi B. Apostrof? Promenadzie.
700 meters away, the likeliest of these B positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot, provided he had a safe sniper's nest. Even with the light on inside, we're talking military training. At that distance, the perpetrator would have had to take wind direction into account.
W ogóle teraz się przyjrzałem na zbliżeniu, że to jest rzeczywiście mapa świata i te punkty są fajnie zaznaczone. Mega opcja. Okej, 20% szans. Przyjrzyj się punktowi B krańcowi. B2, B2 apostrofy.
1.2 kilometers away, the least likely of these positions. Let's say 3%. A truly skilled sniper could have done it, possibly from a tent. No, too far-fetched.
Okej. To jest ten cypelek, gdzie była randka z tą... Boże, jak ona tam się nazywała? Lilien. O. Dobra. Przyjrzyjmy się punktowi B. Wysepce. Czyli tutaj w ogóle jeszcze nie byliśmy.
1 kilometer away, a point beyond the docks, on an islet in the bay. The fort is ruined, but the perpetrator may have found a stable spot on the beaches surrounding it, where the concrete crumbles into the sea, as you saw in the coin-operated viewer.
No i jest najbliżej.
The shot would have been a small miracle, 5% likelihood.
Okej.
There is an extremely narrow field of view from the bay to the window, between Rue de Saint-Ghislain 10 and 33A. The angle would have been extreme, and access to the islets is questionable.
Kim? Myślisz, że strzał mógł paść z dalszego punktu niż dach? Gdzieś w Martinez?
From where, precisely?
Powiedzmy, że z promenady, krańca lub wysepki.
I see you have given this a lot of thought. Are those the locations you've singled out in addition to the roof? And what is the likelihood, in your opinion, that it came from a further distance?
Znacznie niższe niż w przypadku dachu, ale istnieje.
Okay, well, we should see if there is gunshot residue or sniper nests if we go down the coast. Rule these spots out one by one.
O tak.
It would be the diligent thing to do. Until then, personally, I'm going with the roof version. It fits the hidden path through the whirling. A simple hypothesis.
Mrugnij, odejdź. No dobra, coraz ciekawiej. Ale zobaczę, jakie wpisy się pojawiły. Z Nowe zadanie. Skłoń Titusa, żeby powiedział ci, gdzie jest Ruby. I określ miejsce, z którego padł strzał. Okej. No dobra, ale jeszcze wróćmy do rozmowy z Klaasje. W ogóle chyba zdobyłem punkt umiejętności. Nieźle. O kurde, mam 9 władczości teraz? Wow. Grubo. Powinno się udać ją przycisnąć w razie co.
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Dobra, tu jest niebieski rzut, więc ja sobie zapalę fajka przed tym. Papierosek. Cyk. Dobra, ale w rączkę wezmę sobie pyrcholidon na wszelki. Gdyby trzeba było podbić władczość. Dobra, lecimy
I
z
was
tym.
just thinking, what a nice day for questions
Zaraz zmienić
pertaining to
zdanie.
a murder investigation.
Rzut na dramaturgię. Na Boga obudź się. +3. Manipulacja twoim zestawem umiejętności. Dowiedziałem się o tym. +1. Miłość, która go urządziła. +1. Skłamała co do telefonu. +1. Rozmawialiście o tajnym przejściu. Lecimy. Na Boga obudź się.
But we are awake,
Fuck,
sire.
serio?
She has been forthcoming with sordid details women usually conceal. Most shocking details of the sexual kind. We are a bulwark.
Nie wierzę w
unbreached.
to. O, masakra. 97% szans i się nie udało.
You've been breached, bulwark. You've been breached like 1,000 times now. So you say, but give us one example of deceit. Just one example.
Dobra, ale pójdę dalej. W to jestem ciekawy, co tutaj będzie. Pamiętam, jak wątpiłem, że to ona dokonała zgłoszenia tego na policję, wbrew temu, co twierdziła.
There iseth no doubt. The lady could not bear the sight of her lover splayed and disfigured.
The
A
lady.
horrible story. Try not to sweat so profusely in her presence, too. You blow your chances. It looks like this one's not waking up. You'll have to do it without pushing her further. At least for now.
Musiałbym sobie podbić dramaturgię, ale dobra, wczytam po prostu. Druga próba.
I was just thinking,
Na
what a
Boga,
nice day
obudź
for
się.
questions.
Who?
No.
What? Dear God, you've been lied to. She could have killed her lover and lied to everyone. She's not candid at all. She's smoke and mirrors and will-o-wisps.
Okej.
She probably didn't give you her real name either. Why would she? Arrest her immediately before she further entangles you in her web of lies.
Jezu, spokojnie, dramaturgio. Kurde. Bez przesady.
Take it easy. Don't overcompensate with this course correction. Ask questions first.
No właśnie.
Yes, start at the top. Choose at the bottom. It's how we've always done it. No rush.
Dokładnie.
See?
Odwróć się do porucznika. Kim? Czemu my jej jeszcze nie zamknęliśmy?
There may be grounds here, at least for an extended detention.
This bastion of willpower here, his watchmen have been sleeping too. You can be absolutely certain now. But he's coming around. A little whimper. The young woman hears you. She's looking around.
Wie pani co? Myślę, że to nie pani dokonała tego zgłoszenia na policję.
I did. What is this? I called your desk or whatever it is. The numbers are all over town. Call 8-100-2 for emergencies. There was an older woman on the other end. It sounded like she was smoking. She took my complaint. She coughed.
That is the emergencies desk number. Anyone could know that, sire, by looking around and calling the desk. I don't believe a single word she says.
Teraz nie wierzysz?
What time did you make the call?
Thursday night. It was late, sometime after 12.
It checks out.
Każdy może znać ten numer. Czyjeś kasznięcie nic nie znaczy.
But I know the time of the call, too. I know I have not been 100% truthful with you, officers. But I am now.
Why is she so angry then, if she's so sorry?
Wiem, że to nie pani tam dzwoniła.
I did.
Odpowiada, a jej drobne pięści drżą.
Very good, sire. She will never admit to it, but we can see that she didn't.
Mogę powiedzieć coś dziwnego. Diablica.
What?
Jej paznokcie stukają nerwowo o stalową barierkę. Wiatr tłumi odgłos dźwięczącego zimnego metalu.
Her hand trembles. She's only pretending she didn't hear you say, devil woman.
Dobra, kolejny zarzut. Nie nazywa się pani naprawdę Klaasje Amondo.
I agree. You wouldn't give us your real name, not when people are after you.
No właśnie.
Okay.
Głos jej się nagle załamuje, jakby ktoś przyłożył jej do szyi garotę.
Tighten it. You've got her.
Co? No dobrze.
Okay, it's not.
Wiedziałem.
You log your work every week. It's all transmitted to common, sir. I couldn't just beg you not to enter my name. So I lied. Like I lied before. Like I did at LCSB. I have to lie all the time. I'm so tired of it.
Patrzy na swoje dłonie z paznokciami pozdzieranymi do białości.
She's not lying now. She really is very tired. Her metabolism is failing her. The afterglow of whatever narcotics she's been taking is wearing off.
Dobra, czekajcie, podleczę się. Ten paszport to też była bzdura? Ten, co go pani ukrywa?
No. It's submerged in a plastic buoy on the coast, in the reeds. It just doesn't say Klaasje Amandu. It says Anouk Mea Smith.
Jezu, skomplikowane imię, nazwisko.
Falsified documents?
Passport and visa. Given to me by my employer. I can't even use them. My employer probably leaked the name, Mea Smith, to hurt me.
Why would they do that?
I didn't show up to a rendezvous. They don't take that lightly. I didn't show up because I was afraid they'd do something to me. The job was finished. I'm just a liability now.
W sumie racja.
She fears an arrest right here and now. This has been an awful turn of events for her.
Gdzie jest ta boja?
West of the boardwalk, in the reeds. On the coast there. I put it there when I first arrived. Haven't been there since. I'm not sure I could even find it now.
Myślę, że powinniśmy jej poszukać.
It's useless.
Okej, na zachód od promenady, w trzcinach, musimy się przyjrzeć tej boi. Przyjmij zadanie.
The lieutenant makes a note of it.
You're welcome to it. It's in the reeds northwest of here, past a broken sewage pipe, right near the waterline.
Dobra, proszę podać mi swoje prawdziwe nazwisko.
It's Katarzyna Klaasje.
No kurde. Uśmiech na jej twarzy jest płochliwy w sposób niemal bolesny. Katarzyna Klaasje?
Could it mean Klaasje is an alacronym for Katarzyna Klaasje?
Może? Chwila, Klaasje to zlepek Katarzyn i Klaasje?
It was a sentimental thing. I wanted to be more me here, this time. So I used my nickname.
A nickname? Who gave you this nickname, Klaasje?
No właśnie. Kto go pani nadał?
A teenage boy. A million years ago.
W końcu się poznajemy, Katarzyn Klaasje. Przejdź dalej.
She nods. Her round eyes meet yours. They seem moist from the wind on the roof.
Dobra. Pewnie nawet nie jest pani Miss Oranje z 37, prawda?
I am. They can never take my sash and my scepter from me.
Yes, they can, for lying.
Dobra, i mogę zakończyć to? No dobra, dość. Zakończ.
She nods, her back straight, ready for whatever is next.
Wiem, że na pewno powinienem starać się ją zastraszyć tym aresztem, żeby z niej coś wydusić. Dobra.
Ready for the damage. She knows you're grilling her.
Dobra, jest ciekawa opcja
She
dialogowa właśnie z tym.
slowly lights another cigarette and steadies her breath. As if
O
in the
nie,
presence
chyba
of some
misklik
tiger.
zrobiłem. Fuck. Dobra, muszę wczytać i powtórzyć niestety. No dobra, wróciliśmy do tego momentu. A gdybym powiedział, że jest pani aresztowana, Katerzyn Elysium?
But I haven't done anything illegal.
Ze sztucznym uśmiechem cofa się pod samą poręcz.
Failure to aid a police investigation.
No właśnie.
She purposefully misrepresented information crucial to the case. Fucking mind games. Enough.
Dokładnie.
That's right, gang. Stern and merciless now. Stern and merciless as we reel her in.
Dobra. Powiem. Odmowa pomocy funkcjonariuszowi policji. Zmarnowała pani nasz czas w sprawie, w której czas jest kwestią kluczową.
The lieutenant produces a pair of handcuffs.
Nieźle.
Please no.
Jej oczy są teraz wielkie, wzrok pełen lęku. Próbuje się jeszcze bardziej cofnąć.
But there's nowhere to go. A two-story drop to the Plaza Mosaic. If she could, she would have run before. Fragile, unshielded. Her voice is thin and tired.
I think I know who did it. Who shot Lely. I can tell you. I can help you.
Co pani wie? Kto go zastrzelił?
She's silent for a second, as if looking into herself for certainty. Then, in a hushed voice, she says,
Tak?
gearing up for this betrayal is hard for her.
Dawać to imię.
Ruby.
O! Czemu myśli pani, że to ona?
She has this thing for me. Ever since I met her and the boys downstairs. She's been pretty frank about what she wants.
Czy jednak zazdrość może?
What she's saying is, sex?
Seksu?
And more. I made the mistake of confiding in her. I told her I was on the run. She started protecting me. It became an unhealthy relationship.
Kurde, coraz ciekawsza ta historia.
When I started spending time with Lely, she told me to end it. Said there would be shit if I didn't. It was not a good meeting. We stopped talking after that, but
I don't understand. What exactly in your relationship made you think she is romantically interested in you?
she said she's in love with me. She even asked me to run away with her when I told her I'm a fugitive. She started developing notions about our relationship.
Kurde. Psychofanka. Nieźle.
And you led her on?
A little. I was flattered, you know? But then I had to let her off, and it was not easy. I came to regret being friendly with her. We maybe kissed, nothing more.
Yes, but what was their relationship outside this unequal power dynamic?
Kurde, to był wymagający rzut na przekonywanie. Chyba zażyje sobie ten pyrcholidon. Albo nie. Jakie były stosunki między wami, nim doszło do tego konfliktu?
We spent a lot of time together, listening to the radio and such. She had great milieus, and she was good company. I was sorry it had to end.
Milknie na chwilę.
What was that question about? She's feeding her friend to the wolves here. It also has startlingly little to do with arresting her, you suddenly realize.
To zwykła pogoń za sensacją i przypuszczenia.
I know what it sounds like. That's why I didn't want to tell you before. But she knew what had happened when I came downstairs.
O kurde.
Somehow, she knew Lely was dead. She wasn't surprised at all. When we came up here, she was calm as a stone, too. She cleaned it all up like she had a plan.
Ale gruba akcja. Wow.
That is a little strange. People don't usually keep things together under stress like that.
Kiedy Ruby powiedziała, czy Ruby powiedziała, że wszystko się spierdoli, jeśli nie zakończy pani związku z Denatem, czy to była groźba?
She came over one night, drunk, said she'd turn my life into a living hell. I've been threatened before, so I can tell when someone knows how to do it. And she's a pro. She must be. To keep the Hardys in line. I tried severing ties with her after that. I thought it had worked, but...
Wygląda przez okno swojego pokoju.
Some of that fear is still with her. She exhales sharply. What are you talking about? She's afraid you'll arrest her.
Ta hipoteza brzmi sensownie, ale mogła też ją zmyślić na poczekaniu. Dobra, jeszcze zapytam, jak miałaby ona go zabić?
You said there was a secret route there, right?
Wskazuje palcem drzwi prowadzące do warsztatu pinballowego.
She could have come up through there, then taken this shot, right here, where I stand. It was too dark outside. I wouldn't have seen her.
Then slipped back downstairs without anyone noticing. That is possible.
No, ale już ustaliliśmy, że ten strzał nie mógł paść z tamtego miejsca, przez tą dziurę.
Interesting theory. Did she know that door exists? Had you been out there with her?
Yes. She's been up here many times. She used to come to drink on the roof when,
Młoda kobieta milknie, jej wargi poruszają się bezgłośnie. O co chodzi?
The peephole. My bed is right next to... She would have seen us.
You mean to suggest she made it?
Może?
No. No. Why would she do that to herself? No, I just remembered you told me about it, and...
Tak?
She's not really sure. It was right above the bed. She could have seen all sorts of things from there.
No.
Don't let your imagination run wild here, sire. Keep it on track.
Dobrze, to tyle jeśli chodzi o Ruby. Podsumuj.
Okay, and what? Arrest the liar now. Why? She told us some pretty interesting things there.
Elektrochemia już się napaliła.
Don't arrest her. Push her a bit more, but then let her off. That Ruby theory was solid. And she's beautiful.
Co ta władczyś kombinuje?
She's stuck here. She's already in prison. Look around. She's only trying to help you.
I zapyta moich umiejętności. Kogo?
Her. Stop letting her distract you.
No tak. No dobra, i tu mogę podjąć decyzję, ale ja nie chcę jej aresztować. Dobrze, pozwolę pani tu zostać. Na razie. Całkowicie się wycofaj. Albo może jeszcze ją pocisnę troszeczkę. To co robi ta pierwsza opcja? Kurde. Dobra, najwyżej jeszcze raz wczytam. Wszystko pięknie, ale myślę, że jednak powinniśmy panią zatrzymać. Na wszelki wypadek. Podejdź o krok bliżej.
Still? After all this, sir, please. It's a shitty world, and I know I'm shitty too. I know.
Jej dłoń zmienia się w pięść zgniatającą powoli papieros.
But I don't deserve to be sent to the moral intern and ground into paste just because I disturbed the sanctity of accounting. That's some multinational.
She's gearing up for a last stand. This is it.
Na co więc pani zasługuje? Albo nie, zapytam, jakie mam inne rozwiązanie?
You have those station calls, right? Where I have to show up at the station or I'll become a fugitive. You can write me one. You don't have to take me in right now. I promise I won't go out anymore at night. I'll be right here.
No nie wiem.
I know you can do that. Just let me come in on my own. In 2 months, or maybe even 1 month. That's all I need.
You do have the form.
Stwierdza, patrząc na swój notatnik.
That's it. I'm calling it. Kim is beyond compromised.
No.
Definitely, sire.
Jeszcze zapytam, na co więc pani zasługuje?
I don't know. To spend my days with smoke, drink and dance, wallowing in shit. Just like everyone else.
Zapytam, co się zmieni przez te 2 miesiące, czy miesiąc?
Everything could change. This city, the extradition rules, the people after me could be in jail. Or maybe Revachol.
There is desperation there in that silence. A cornered animal looking for a way out.
Tego się obawiam trochę.
Maybe Revachol could be free. I could be tried in a free Revachol. An independent state that doesn't hand its detainees over to the moral intern.
Czy innymi słowy i tak chce uciec?
A free Revachol. There is a low, distant rumble on the motor tracks. A great machine shaking the pillars down south. Electricity runs up your spine.
I find that hard to believe, miss.
Kajdanki podzwaniają w jego rękach. Co to było za uczucie?
It's coming.
Co takiego? Co jej tu odpowiedzieć? To nie ma z tym tutaj nic wspólnego.
I know, but
Nie wie, co powiedzieć.
The political gambit has failed. This was her last card. There is nothing more she can say. The final decision is yours. You alone stand on the throne of your mind.
Dokonałem wyboru.
She looks at you in silence, her face filled with fear, lips parted. Wait. If you arrest her, Kim will have to transport her. You'd be without your partner for the rest of the day. Shut up. He's making a decision, and it's his to make.
I mogę tak, aresztować ją, wypisać jej wezwanie posterunkowe albo nie aresztować jej. Nie będę jej chyba wypisywać tego wezwania posterunkowego, bo jak trafi do bazy danych, to i tak ją zlokalizują, więc może uciec. Ale z drugiej strony może to ją skłonić do tego, żeby zostać na miejscu. Muszę to sprawdzić. Dobra, ja się jednak trochę boję, że ona mimo wszystko spierdzieli, bo ją tak zaszczuliśmy. Wypiszmy wezwanie posterunkowe, Katerzin. Jeśli się pani nie stawi, nie będę mógł więcej pani pomóc. Wypisz wezwanie posterunkowe.
I won't.
Przyjmuję wezwanie, nie potrafiąc ukryć drżenia całego ciała. Po chwili jednak odzyskuję względną równowagę.
This may have been a grave mistake, sire.
Może.
Maybe, maybe not. Mercy is rarely a complete mistake.
Racja.
I promise I will be right here all the time, nights too. I'll help you any way I can in this investigation, and I will be at Station 41 in 6 weeks. I promise.
Dobra, zmieńmy temat, przynajmniej na razie.
She slowly lights another cigarette and steadies her breath. as if in the presence of some tiger. You are. This is not the end of this.
Dobra, pojawi się nowy rzut, ale na razie zakończę tę rozmowę, jak i ten odcinek. Mam nadzieję, że odcinek wam się podobał. Jeżeli tak, zostawcie łapkę w górę, subskrypcję, no i po prostu oglądajcie, cieszcie się tą grą. Widzimy się w kolejnych odcinkach. Trzymajcie się, wszystkiego dobrego. Cześć!